But what's crazy is that they're the same size.
What? You know what's annoying about optical illusions? Hi, I'm Dylan Thuras, co-founder of Atlas Obscura, and this is Show and Tell. This is a series that we started because of this time we're in, where we are all in our homes with our stuff, and we thought this would be an incredible moment to talk to collectors and other people with interesting objects about what they have. So we're here today with a particularly interesting person. He is a magician, a collector, and the co-owner of a store called The Art of Play, which has all kinds of interesting puzzles and bits of magic and cards and all kinds of incredible stuff in it. So I am thrilled to welcome to the show, Dan Buck. Thank you for being here.
Hey, Dylan, thanks for having me. Right now I'm in San Diego, California, inside a secret showroom, so to speak, which we built out. It's inside our shipping facility, but it's a magical place and I can't wait to show you around.
So yeah, I would love to see one of the secrets you have to show me. I would love to see some things from your collection.
Art of Play started as a playing card company. We started with one deck and now we have hundreds. The obsession has evolved, I should say. But I'll come over here and show you my favorite decks that we've designed and created over the years. This is a really fun, whimsical deck designed by an artist in the UK by the name of Jonathan Burton.
So obviously one of the things that can change in cards is the design, the back of the card.
Yeah.
And that can be carried through to the front of the card, but like what else is kind of up for being played with in cards?
It's literally a blank canvas. You can do whatever you want on the back. There are a few rules we follow or have our artists follow. It's necessary that all the backs of the cards match. If they were all different, it would be pretty easy to distinguish, like, oh, that's the 10 of hearts, that's the ace of spades. So that's one of the rules. And then the indices. In order to play so many different card games, the indices have to go in usually the upper left-hand corner, and it's usually value over suit. And apart from that, anything is possible. I mean, for the king of spades on this one, we have an astronaut.
These are beautiful. I love the art on these.
This is called the ultimate deck. We commissioned a design studio by the name of Stranger and Stranger, and we commissioned 52 different artists from all over the world to each sort of do their own take or their own spin on a playing card in the deck. So quick side story, cardistry is the art of manipulating playing cards in a really cool way.
You did that with the appropriate level of absolute casualness, you know what I mean? Like you did it with the right level of like, I forgot that I'm doing this with my hands. Like that's very impressive.
Yeah, cards have definitely become a part of me. I do stuff and I normally have a deck in my hands at all times. I was constantly fidgeting with it. But I try not to for this video because it does make noise.
Entertaining. Okay, yeah, let's keep going through you have a lot to show us, so let's keep moving through these cards.
Yeah, this one is Illusion d'Optique. We hired a well-known artist who does really fun optical illusions. The back is really trippy, by the way.
Yeah.
We placed a different optical illusion on every card.
That's so fun.
So this is fun to look at. You can, flip through it like a book, but then you can play it because it has the appropriate indices in each corner. So it works as a functional deck of cards as well.
Do you have a favorite optical illusion that you like particularly love?
All right, I should show you this because my colleague Adam Rubin created this, and it's based off a really old 2D optical illusion called the Gestural Illusion. You've probably seen it. So it's two bulls. This front one looks larger than the back one, right?
For sure.
But that's just because it's closer to the camera. So if I move the back one closer to the camera, now it's larger. But what's crazy is that they're the same size.
What? But what? Does it have to do with what's in them? Wait, it doesn't have to do with what's in them because they like you just
No,
changed it. So
it works the same way as this. So this piece looks skinny and tall, and this piece looks wide and short, right?
not tell me those are the same size things. Do not
Yeah,
tell me those are the
this
same.
is gonna really mess with your brain right now.
You know what's annoying about optical illusions? What is annoying
Yeah.
about them is that you get to this point in your life where you've seen like a lot of this stuff. So you
It's
already,
true.
yeah, no, I know those are the same size, but like frustratingly, you can never make your eyes believe you.
Yeah.
It's both joyous and very disappointing in your own brain to like not be able to actually overcome that fact of itself.
Disappointing is a good way to put it sometimes. But yeah, I mean that's kind of how we started with playing cards, and then the obsession grew. Someone once described collecting playing cards to me as collecting records. They have two purposes. It's beautiful artwork and it serves a purpose. Once you have a couple, you want a couple more because they're colorful, they're different styles, and before you know it, you have way too many playing cards.
And now you have not just way too many playing cards, but way too many puzzles. So tell me about where you've kind of expanded into, some of the other stuff you've got.
So we love Japan. We go there every year on an excursion for a few weeks to just travel and try to source objects. I think Japan makes the coolest stuff. And these puzzle boxes are all from Japan. Specifically, they're from Hakone. Hakone is a small town surrounded by a lush forest and a huge crater lake. So they have endless amounts of lumber, which explains all this beautiful woodworking.
When you say Japan and puzzles, this is exactly what I think of. These incredible,
Yeah.
wooden puzzle boxes.
So I feel like a lot of the animal ones, which are some of my favorite just because the detail is so great.
Oh, I love that.
But they're also some of the easiest. I call them stash boxes because they're not really puzzle boxes. Like, for example, to open this puzzle box, you feed the frog. No, it's a magnet. You feed the frog sake. He drinks the sake, and then you can open the drawer. And then when you put it back, it's locked.
What's interesting about that is like some of the puzzle boxes, all of the work, all of the mechanism is really visible, but in that it's like totally invisible. Like it's actually a very simple object in a way, but the complexity is all tucked inside in a part you're not really seeing.
Yeah, this is one of my all-time favorites. I'm pretty sure this is what got me hooked into puzzle boxes. And this was designed by Kume, the founder of the Karakuri group, where all of these come from. But it just looks like a normal dice. But you'll quickly notice that one of the sides is a little loose in that it should slide open, but it's locked closed. After inspecting it a little more, maybe you'll notice that it's not a traditional dice. A traditional dice, the top and bottom have to add up to be 7. That's just how dice work. I don't know why. But you'll notice this is 4 and 1. So that's off, and then 5 and 2. Okay, that kind of works, but 3 and 6, like it's just not normal. So maybe that gives you a hint. But eventually I discovered that if you start with the 1 pip up and then count to 6 by bringing the 2 to the top, the 3, the 4, the 5, the 6. So there's like an interior maze where ball bearing travels through. And when you do it in that order, it slides open. It's so cool. And everything's hidden. The mechanism's totally hidden, which I love. You never really know how it works. Yeah.
Puzzle box. That's so cool. What other kinds of puzzles and things do you have here in this shop? So you've got cards, you've got puzzle boxes.
We got puzzle boxes. These are all little cast metal puzzles. We call them pocket puzzles because they fit in your pocket. So this is one of the only ones that comes apart. Because once you see it together, you kind of know how it's done. But I'll show it on camera. Watch how satisfying this is. Like, if you line them up just right, they sort of just melt right into each other.
I would
cool.
I was given a puzzle once that was just two little sort of they're like almost like trapezoidal shapes, very, very simple.
Yeah.
And the puzzle was like make a pyramid. That was the
Oh
puzzle.
yeah.
And
That's the two-piece pyramid puzzle. Yes.
It's the craziest thing because you're like mashing them together in a million ways, and then you see
so
it,
good.
and you're like, it's the simple. It's another example of like breaking your brain, and you're really angry once you see it done that your brain could not do that for itself. And I have never understood why that puzzle works.
It's so true. Yeah.
I love puzzles like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, keep going. I love all of this stuff. It's so cool.
This is actually a bookcase of all the magic books we collected growing up as kids, which is fun. But the cool part is that, of course, when we moved into this warehouse, we built this room, and this was the first thing we built, the secret bookcase. So there's more back here.
That's great. I mean, how could there not? I sort of had a suspicion. How could there not be a secret bookcase?
So yeah, this back room is just full of stuff, as you can see. There's so many objects. So this beautiful automaton right here, we commissioned an artist in Seattle to build for us. It took him 4 months, and I'll show you what it does in a second. So he calls it the singing bird. So if I spin this,
wow.
It's totally mechanical.
It makes me really happy that people are still making.
I know, I love this.
Yeah,
that there are still people out there putting so many hours of work into something like this. It's incredible.
I like the kind of visible storage model. You know, you see the crank, you see all the gearing. That long extension of the cables is actually very, very beautiful.
It's beautiful. Yeah, I agree. I mean, this is, to me, the most interesting part, like seeing all the gears and being able to see how it works, but still not understanding what's going on and why it's working.
Well, thank you for taking us through the shop. This has been really amazing. How can people follow along? If they may not be able to come to the shop right now, but is there somewhere they can visit to see more?
Yeah, I mean, well, first, if you're ever in San Diego, definitely look up Art of Play. When things get back to more normal, we do have a retail shop in downtown San Diego. But for now, I think the best way to keep in touch with us is on Instagram. We're simply at Art of Play, or you can browse our shop at artofplay.com.
Thank you so much. This has been really, really cool. I love all of this stuff.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me on, Dylan. This was a lot of fun.
Likewise. Thanks for watching Show and Tell. If you have suggestions for people we should consider talking to in these videos, let us know in the comments. And if you enjoy watching these as much as we enjoy making them, please consider becoming an Atlas Obscura member. By joining the Atlas Obscura membership program, you are becoming a part of this incredible community of like-minded explorers. And you're supporting our mission to share wonder in the world. So consider becoming a member. And as always, also, don't forget to like and subscribe.